So guys, another quick project we have to do. I don't know if you remember last year, a few months ago, we've done for the fire brigade a trophy for a guy that's retiring. And we have to make another 2 of those. The problem is we couldn't find proper axe handles. And the customer asked me, can I make some? So me accepting a challenge, said yes. And what I've done is I glued up 2 pieces of rubber wood to get the thickness. We'll plane them down again. I then took a pencil and marked out the profile I need. And I'm going to cut this out on the bandsaw for 2 of them. And then also something else we're busy with, or I'm busy with at the moment. You remember the old office desk? I tried to get 50mm white oak. It's ridiculously expensive at the moment. It's something like 82,000 a cubic meter now in South Africa. So one board will cost me 2,600 Rand just to make 2 legs of. So I can't do that. Can you imagine what the restoration will cost then? So what I decided to do is I glued up some boards to make up 50mm, and in that way saving some money for the customer. So that is done as well. The top is out of the clamps, and I've planed the board of white oak that I've got that we're going to extend the board with. And then I also plugged some holes in the old box that we extended the legs of. I'll show you that a little bit later. Let's get this cut and see what they look like. So guys, that's 2 very basic shapes cut out. And as you can see, it's much thinner what we need than what we've got. But just one board would not have been enough. So I'm going to put it now through the planer at, I don't know what's the thickest part we got here. It's all 23mm, 24mm, 25 at the end, 22. So I'm going to put them through the planer quickly down to a 25mm. At the moment they are 36mm. So I've got a few molds to take off, and then we'll start shaping. That's where the fun begins. So guys, you've seen me cut the rough shape out with a bandsaw. Now I use my farrier's rasp that I got from my friend Koenraad to take away the edges and do some rough forming. And this thing is very aggressive. It takes away at an amazing speed, but it's lots of work. Some elbow grease. And of course concentrating to keep the line in the center straight. Then on the final side, let's get that smooth. Let's see what she looks like. Oh, she's getting shape. What do you think?
2 hours later.
So guys, to give you an idea, that's the original we're copying. That's one I've done with a farrier's rasp, just to get the rounded corners. And that's one I just then took a 80 grit sandpaper and started the final shaping of. The main thing I'm concentrating on is keeping this thing as straight as possible. And I think I managed that. So this one still has to go still a bit more with the farrier's rasp. And then with a sander to get it to that stage. Still a bit of work here and lots of fine sanding still to do. And then of course the heads I have to do. But the heads I'm not going to worry about now until I get the 2X heads, so I can fit them and make them fit properly. So I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. I'm just going to get both of them to that stage for now, and then we'll wait for the X heads and fit them final. Promise you, this is quite a workout. That farrier's rasp, it's very, very aggressive and it's hard on the hands, but it's a good workout. So guys, something else I quickly want to get done. The colleague at work wants something to hang his dish towels on, and he gave me 4 wooden washing pegs that I must put on for him. And then he's going to put this on the wall and hang his dishcloths. There's something I forgot about a long time ago, is this divider. To divide my space up into 4 equal spaces for this and then space to put the 2 holes he's going to drill and put this to the wall. I got this things, I bought this many years ago, I think 2 or 3 years ago, and I've never used it. And I just decided this morning I'm going to test it and see if it actually works. And by dividing it up into the 4 spaces, this is actually quite easy. So that's actually quite a nice jig to use. I must remember to use it. It's been hanging on my wall, oh, very, very long. Handy. So guys, what you've seen me do there is I'm busy with panels for the door me and Koenraad is doing. So we've done a few over the weekend, last weekend, and that's done. I quickly cut the rebates or the half laps, whatever we can call this, on the dado stack as you saw me do. And the little leftovers that's everywhere, I just give it a quick sand to get rid of that. Then what I do is I wrap them with normal cling wrap, just to stop them from cupping while they are standing and we're getting ready to do the door. Let me give this a quick sand and I'll talk to you again. I forgot to get you up to date with this. The wood we're using is ukume, and we started off with boards that is about 36 millimeters thick, and with the use of the table saw and the bandsaw, we split them all in half and ended up with the thinner boards. We then put them through the plane to get them all to the same thickness, which I think is about 12 millimeters, I think we ended up on. And then on the table saw again with the dado stack, I've put the little half laps. The idea with that is we're going to do a ship lap on this door, just to prevent it from bowing and cupping and stretching and doing all the things would do. So that's the reason why we went much thinner on this door. The same as what I did with the Oregon doors. I don't know if you remember that. I went thinner on the boards, and that minimizes the chances of shrinking too much quite a lot. So there will definitely be some movement in this wood over the years, season changes and whatever. And that's why I'll show you a little bit later, once we assemble this door, we're going to overlap the dados that we made, and there's going to be a space left of 12 millimeters between every board. You're just going to see the little horizontal lines of 12 millimeters. There's not going to be an actual physical gap, shall we say. If you understand what I'm saying, I'll show you later. But anyway, that's all of them done. There's 14 of these per side of the door. We're going to clad both sides of the door. And we cut a few extras, and then we still got some leftovers of the whiteboards if we need be. So that's them done. I'll wait now for Kunra to come, and as soon as he's here, we'll continue with the door. Let's